All right, everybody, welcome back to Rare Money Values. If this is your first time here and you want to learn more about rare coins and paper money, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. Now let's get right into the video. We're going to be showing some rare $5 bills that you can find in circulation today. Now some of these are worth incredible amounts of money, so let's jump right into the first note. We have a 1928C Federal Reserve note from Atlanta. Now, this note was graded by PMG 63. That means this bill has no folds. Now, if you are out in circulation and you're trying to find these notes, make sure you're checking out the date. If you find any $5 bill from 1928, that is going to bring some good money, even if it's in circulated condition. This one is uncirculated. On January 8th, 2020, this note sold for $2,400. Up next, we have a 1928 $5 bill. Now, this one is considered a numeral type. Now, it is called numeral because on the district seal on the left side of the bill, there's a number 9. Now, on top of that, this bill is also uncirculated, no folds. It would be hard to find a note like this, but in lower condition, it's still going to bring at least hundreds of dollars. This one in PCGS 65 PPQ. January 8th of 2020 brought $3,000. Now, a lower condition note like this will bring at least, $20, $30, $40, $50, $100 in a really beat up condition. But the higher grade you go, the better the condition, the more money it is always going to bring in the market. Up next, we have a 1934 C $5 silver certificate. Now, it's very easy to find these. It's very easy to spot these when they do come into circulation. Now, it is pretty rare that they come into circulation, especially as a star note, as you see here in the serial number. Those are even more rare, but it is possible to come across these. Now, what makes this one rare on top of that is that it is graded by PCGS a 69 PPQ. That is almost a perfect grade, perfect being 70 in the grading world. Now, this one in April 24th of 2019 brought $5,040. Absolutely just incredible amounts of money. Now, I could talk about this note for an entire video if you guys wanted me to. I love this note, and I'm going to show you here why in a moment. This note is a $5 1934D Federal Reserve note, Kansas City note. Now, some people call this the $15 note. Because this is an error note. This is a $5 on the front and a $10 on the back. So if you find a $5 bill in circulation and you flip it over and there's a 10 on the back, you just scored an incredibly rare and incredibly valuable note that is personally one of my favorite bills, one of my favorite error bills in existence. This is a dual denomination error, $5/$10 bill. This one, incredibly, was uncirculated, meaning there is no folds. This one was graded by Paper Money Guarantee, a 65 gem, uncirculated EPQ note. January 8th of 2020, this note brought over $25,000. Absolutely incredible. Even in lower condition, in very fine, very good, XF, almost uncirculated, any of these grades, this bill is going to bring thousands of dollars. Make sure you're keeping an eye out there in circulation. This is possible. It is very rare for a more modern bill to be a dual denomination like this, but it is definitely possible. So make sure you're checking both the front and the back of all your paper money to make sure that the denomination on the front matches the denomination on the back. Now, this one looks a bit funny, doesn't it? This one is a 1988A $5 error note. Now, what happened here is somehow during the printing process, it got cut. This is simply a cutting error. So this one's a bit dramatic. If you saw this one in circulation, you would immediately pick it up. This one graded by PCGS 58 PPQ, meaning about uncirculated. It's very close to being uncirculated. January 6th, 2016, this one brought $2,000. Now, this one may be pretty difficult to miss. This is a full back to front offset printing error. Now, if you want me to go into more detail about how these errors actually happen, leave a comment down below and let me know. I will go into extreme depth about how these actually happen, but This one was graded by PCGS as a 64 PPQ. This is a 1988 $5 error note, January 21st of 2020. This one brought $204. So not as much money as the other ones, but this is definitely possible to find in circulation. Even in lower grade, it's going to be worth $20, $30, $40, $50, sometimes over $100 depending on the condition. This is a $5 1969C ink smear error. Now, depending on where the ink smear is located and how dramatic it is, if it's covering Abe Lincoln's face, if it looks very abnormal, this one's kind of hidden away on the side, on the right-hand side. It almost blends in a little bit, but you should be able to spot this out. This one in January 21st of 2020, this one, graded by PMG 64 EPQ, brought $63. Now, this one may slip by a lot of people's attention, so make sure that you're paying close attention to the serial numbers. This is a 1977A Federal Reserve St. Louis note, graded by PMG as a 55, almost uncirculated. Now, if you haven't caught what the error is here, it is a mismatched serial number error. So the serial numbers are not exactly the same here. On January 8th of 2020, this one brought in auction $504. Here we are again. This is a $5 1963A misalignment error. Now this one kind of stands out. You should be able to see this one immediately if you're going through your old paper money bills. But this one was graded PMG Choice Very Fine 35, meaning that this one did go through quite a bit of circulation before someone saw it, picked it out, and put it into their collection. On October 8th of 2019, in auction, this one brought $174. Now, if you ever find one of these bills and you are trying to figure out, what do I do with this bill now that I found it? Where do I take it? How do I sell it? How do I make sure that I don't get ripped off? Here's my honest opinion here, because I get this question all the time. What do I do with my paper money when I find an error note? Now, if you're watching my videos and you know what these notes are worth, then you can go ahead and take the steps to find a paper money expert or go to a local coin shop and get your note evaluated. Make sure, in my opinion, that you get it evaluated by at least 3 different people. That way you know you're getting the best value for your paper money as possible. I always don't recommend going to a pawn shop. I have nothing against pawn shops, but they tend not to know all the time exactly what the value of your paper money is. Also, you can contact us. We deal in higher end paper money bills that are worth a lot of money. So if you have a bill that's worth hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, send us a clear image of both the front and the back of the bill, and we will get back to you with our best offer. We are constantly buying and selling all types of US and world paper money. If you thought this video was informational and you learned something, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. There's going to be tons more videos just like this one coming out. We do a lot of coins and paper money related videos, so stick around and thanks again. See you in the next one.